NEXA Music, truly inspiring.
India's abundant with talent, and talent of all kind needs love, nurture, and mentorship. Which is why today's episode of NEXA Music Season-2 podcast is super special. My name is Nirmika Singh, and with me today is our mentor, A.R Rahman. Sir, welcome, sir.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Very good, sir. How are you doing?
Very good, thank you.
So it's been such a rewarding, gratifying journey with NEXA Music. You've discovered so many voices, so many personalities. Tell me, how's it been for you?
Extraordinary. I think when we started this, I never expected that the kids will be going to the next level of writing and the vocal texture and the confidence. And so all that has improved a lot. I think it's also seeing the opportunities and how their outlet of like various social media, internet. I think has given them the confidence to say that we can do better. And I kind of expected this revolution to happen 10 years back, and it's happening. So I'm glad I'm a part of it.
Absolutely, sir. And everyone's also very curious to know what is the one thing or the many things that you look for in a potential NEXA Music winner.
It's heartbreaking to take somebody off. You want to give off to all the 50 or 60,
right.
And you just go and my God, why is that he or she is bad? Why should we take them over? Cannot keep them all.
Right.
But then you go to that, characteristic, this sticks out. And this could be, when something sticks out and they have their own personality, that's very good. And they have a musicality and personality and they're trying not to be somebody else and themselves, which is so difficult and likable.
Right.
You can be yourself, but that yourself is likable or not is also a question mark. So we've been through this, and remember how we went through, and then I couldn't get those extra 28.
I know.
To take those 4 off was so difficult.
I know.
And now to corner to this 4, everybody's a winner. And some people are slow burners. They'll learn and they evolve and they become extraordinary in the year or 2 or in 6th year or 7th year. I was just telling that if I had contested in something like this, I would have failed.
Oh, why do you say that?
Because no, I'm just saying this. These kids are so aware and good. And good thing is, in my time, I think everybody was following a similar pattern.
Right.
And I was thinking like a rebel. I was like, I don't want to follow that. Even if I fail, I want to be different.
Right.
Let me listen to music which is not like that. Let me listen to musicians who are not like that and who would challenge me, because you're young, you want to be adventurous, you want to jump into the fire. And that is still there, I think, for me. When I see all these amazing artists, I get inspired to be like, how can I be better? How can I sing better? How can I play better?
Wow.
So that's really good to mirror myself, and
Yeah, and the energy is infectious, sir. I think.
Actually, I was just telling, I'm at the Grammy CEO, and I was telling about these people.
Right.
I was just telling him how this younger generation changed the way music is, and they're coming like an army of extraordinary energy, and that's a great thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And sir, it's the best time for Indian talent to shine. I feel that there are absolutely no national boundaries anymore.
You don't need any managers. You just need Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Just go DM somebody and then they call back.
Right.
Like I was going through all my DMs. When I don't have time and I'm traveling, I just do delete. Oops, who's that? Spike Lee? Send me a DM.
Oh my God, sir.
So it's like that, people can exchange from and similar.
Absolutely.
So, and I can DM any artist. I DM this artist called Shubha and Abhilasha Sinha. Hey, I like your voice. Would you like to work? Would you like to write? And it's beautiful.
It is beautiful,
so you cut
sir.
all the in-betweens. And
yeah, it's about also making a lot of creative dreams come true, and the power of belief that, sir, is really around us thanks to NEXA Music. I wanted to know if there are any patterns that you've seen emerge on this season particularly, because there's been a pandemic between season 1, season 2. We've seen artists, like you're saying, they're a lot more out there on social media, a lot more confident.
I think the bar which they set, I think they all exchange to see where they have to go.
Right.
Rather than starting low, they have to start. I think they're preparing themselves. You see what all they're learning.
Right.
How to present themselves, how to sound, how to, vanity and humor, scripting, and what they should talk. And these are the things which can't be taught in the university. You have to learn. Nobody taught us. And that's interesting to see that without, all by themselves, friends teaching them, or, ganging up to do stuff and putting it out on reels. And it's fascinating. And some of the stuff they do, the commoners do, are better than filmmakers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's just because they're thinking differently, right?
They don't have any pressure of, I have to make 100 crores or 1,000 crores. They just do it for the sake of doing it.
Right. And how many such artists do you think really have the potential to work on a global level or to be representatives of Indian art?
I think most of them. Yeah, if you look at that, if they can find themselves and they could, root themselves more to where they are from, than thinking that they're born in Manhattan or in Chicago.
Right.
So if they can pull stuff from our land and make it sound cool, that'll be the best.
Right.
Because when you follow, you become a mediocre. When you try to go deep within yourself and present it in a way where nobody else ever, and make people's jaw drop, that's the way to. And it doesn't have to be done in an hour or 2 days or 3 days. Take your time. Come out and just slap everybody off.
Wow, that's so eloquently put, sir. So is that what you're looking for, people who are rooted yet have a sound that's appealing to the global audience?
I think so. See, that's because you have people, Western artists, and there is a sense of racism, right? So coming from India, if you need to blow their minds, you need to go to a culture which they can never replicate. You need to go take from deep, and you can use the sensibilities of international sensibilities, but derive something from here, stories from here. Your own story, our stories are different. The way we are growing up is different, our environment is different, the bar set is different for us.
Right.
And our music can never get monotonous because we have so many modes, ragas.
Right.
And so if you can mix and you can find, the lines blur, that's the secret, I think.
Right.
And that's an ocean. You can keep going on, it'll never, dry.
Right. And so is it, a lot of people also ask you when they ask, people at NEXA Music, whether classical training or training which is, of course, everyone trains for a lifetime really, is important?
I think for independent artists to shine, I think they need to know classical and forget the rules and become a rebel. There's an artist called Sheila Chandra. Sheila Chandra was, in the 80s, was working with Peter Gabriel on Real World Records. And I always refer to her, I believe she didn't learn music, but what she understood that music is and the way she emoted. There are very few videos of her. And when you look at that, there's such original textures, first of all, beautiful. And the way she did it in the 80s to stick out. And I remember like 10 years back, I think it was in South Africa. And then one guy stopped me and he said, I like one Indian artist. I said, who? I thought he was going to say about, somebody else. Sheila Chandra.
Oh, wow.
And that's the music, is timeless.
Right.
So you do something, it becomes timeless and it stays.
Right. So we're also in an age where, attention spans are really coming down. So you need something which is a quick fix, very catchy. And you've also said on the other hand that one has to live the experience and live a life to be a very nuanced and layered artist. How do you, reconcile these two very divergent things in today's time?
To believe in something and not worry about anything else is you find a conscience which says, this is it. I think this is enough. When you go deep and you don't need, validation from other people.
Right.
Because you know what the validation is. You're looking at things, you see the world, you are immersed in the world. And you know what's right, what's wrong. Because you see, swipe and you see all this stuff. So I feel that's the main thing. I think we always, wait for validation. And if you can surpass that and then believe in yourself and go deeper, people will find you.
Right.
Yeah.
And how important again, so people, find people, how important is it for people to also create a culture of creativity, create again a culture of excellence and a sustainable culture like that?
The right time for all that stuff, building and, putting roads and paving paths is now. And forget all the stuff, all the luggage you have, find your own paths, open it up, For me, I was at one of the music release today and then they were putting all 30 years of my music.
Right.
And everybody commented how fresh it sounds, how's the quality. And so that was intentional. I wanted the quality to be good even after years because we mastered in digital. And for me, it was not just that year. I was thinking, what if people listen to it 20 years later? So you should have a sense of future in your mind. This is my investment. If something doesn't work out, it's fine. This is my investment. They'll find me 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, because I've given my personality, my soul in it. My soul is unique. Nobody can match, like a fingerprint.
How beautiful.
And nobody else can match that. So, I mean, it's a lot of belief, like how you have to believe in marriage,
right, sir.
in education, in everything. You have to believe in your parents. And
right.
so this is also like that. You have to believe in your art and
right.
say that it's gonna, people find me. Because you know that when something is original, something,
right.
your story is unique. Nobody else can replicate your story.
Right, sir. The creative commitment,
yeah.
I think. It also is interesting to see how all of these stories that we have been able to capture on NEXA Music are so very diverse. And we didn't know that we were actually looking at India from their lens now. And these are these young voices that are representing different regions, different genres.
I think they need more outlets. They need more encouragement. They need to be more centers where they can, graciously perform. They see, like, I see them on rooftops, and it's so sad to see they don't have a place. No state has something gracious enough to portray all these people. There's still like 50 years old, 60-year-old idea of art centers, and I think the time has come now for even the other people.
Right.
There's so much of money in India. Just build something for younger people.
Right.
Inspire them so that they can lead this nation to even more better future.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
In what ways do you think, sir, NEXA Music has done it in a very disruptive way? Things that
I think you don't even expect a car manufacturer to come and do this. And I was, even when we were launching this, this happiness in everybody's, is this true?
Right.
Like 25 years back, if somebody plays rock, I think you'll find like 100 people.
Right.
You will find 200 people, and you now use the festivals. And in a way, I think if that energy, young energy, can also merge into super creative, statements. And because songs change the world, songs inspire the mundaneness, that takes the mundaneness of everybody's life. I get that I'm doing film songs, but I get that from people, oh, I'll live with your song. I mean, that generation, 2 generations, 3 generations, now this next generation can, be that for us. It's like a mirror. I'm seeing myself in them.
How beautiful, sir. Do you feel that the tools of creativity can be learned, but the belief and the commitment that you're saying everyone must have, that needs to be propagated and encouraged?
Go delve deep and believe in the universe. Believe that something is going to happen. And if you do it sincerely, it will happen. And strange, I was thinking about someone, and I said, why am I thinking about that? In a second, I get an SMS from that person.
Oh, wow.
So all that exists. We are all connected. So.
Absolutely, sir. And NEXA Music has connected so many voices, so many stories, and so many regions. And I think the beautiful tapestry that we have of melodies from all parts of India is going to be a great, great, great rewarding experience again. Again, sir, is there any genre this year that you've seen everyone taking to, or it was very popular?
No, I love the vibe. And I think we are on stage 2. I think 2 more stages to cross when we're just going to blow the world.
Oh, nice.
I think we will, and I can see that happening. The kind of confidence and the kind of, even the reception. People are not limited with just film music anymore. They're not limited with folk music anymore, classical music anymore. They have, everything coming in your face. And so the vibe is not alien to them anymore.
Right. And it's also said now that there is absolutely a very genre-defying phase of time that we're going through, where vibe and mood really qualify as things that can separate one music from another. People are not looking at, if you asked an 18-year-old what kind of music or what genre they listen to, they wouldn't be able to tell one from another, but a mood from another, and there are mood-based playlists. Is there a mood that you saw this year? Was the mood very uplifted? Was the mood very optimistic? I thought that the mood was very introspective, sir.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I said, like a little more deeper is going to happen. This itself is so charming.
Right.
Imagine what if it goes to next 2 stages, and I'm looking forward to that one.
Brilliant, sir. I think this is bringing us to the moment. Everyone's super excited about hearing who the final 4 are, and we.
Yeah, I'm so confused, and I'm still heartbroken that I had to. Anyway.
It's so sweet when you actually root for the other artists who haven't, but
Yeah,
it's not as if they haven't made it. They got a chance
true.
to. I mean, I'm
True.
sure there are future collaborations.
They're young, and
Yeah.
it's all good.
And this is going to spark so many more dreams, right? So maybe they'll collaborate amongst themselves and there'll be more songs to see. All right, sir, the moment is upon us. We would love for you to announce our NEXA Music Season-2 super winners, sir.
Okay, we have 4 of them. 2 boys and 2 girls.
Yes.
So we have Hanu Dixit,
Yes, sir.
and we have Inga, we have Kaya Meera, we have Sunape Jameer.
Beautiful. Congratulations then to Hanu Dixit, Inga, Gaya Meera and Sunep Jameer. These are our NEXA Music Season-2 super winners. So now everybody wants to know, how did Hanu, Inga, Gaya and Sunep make it? What was so special about this group that really caught your attention, sir?
Hanu Dixit is very enterprising. He sings, I can see them. He's got a machine, he's got keyboards, he's doing it all. Seems like he's a producer. And so I like that energy of him.
Right.
And then Inga had a very, very, very nice personality. The voice personality, the way she was writing the song, and the way they performed together. I think we had a very, I could never forget after seeing the first 50 of them. So we picked her up.
Beautiful, sir.
Gaya Meera has got her own charm. And when you look at the way she presents herself, you can't take the eyes off.
Right,
And she's
sir.
got a strong presence and personality. I'm sure that she's going to do much more.
Yes, sir.
Then Sunap Jameer, he has this beautiful voice. Just close your eyes and you can listen to 100 songs of him without getting bored. And yeah, here are 4 seconds.
Beautiful, sir. What a momentous moment, really. Hanu, Inga, Gaya and Sunep. I'm sure their lives
And of course,
are...
there are so many others, and the boat could only take 4.
Right,
Otherwise, I
sir.
would fit all the 30 in the boat.
I know, sir.
The boat will sink.
But I think, sir, this is a great new revolution. We are building many dreams, and these dreams will again collaborate with other dreams, and we're building a beautiful ecosystem. The NEXA Music ecosystem is a beautiful, thriving world of budding talent, and thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, NEXA. Thank you, QQ Digital. Thank you, Nirmika. And thank you, all the participants. I think I'm really inspired by your work, your voice, your songwriting, and the way you presented yourself. God bless.
Beautiful. As the carpenter said, we've only just begun. This is NEXA Music Season-2 podcast, and today we had with us our mentor, A.R Rahman, sir. My name is Nirmika Singh. Thank you.